Hello. Welcome to another stream. How's everyone doing today? How's it going? Sorry, I'm talking with so deeply, so calmingly. How's everyone doing? Is my mic on still? Nope, it's on. Okay. How is everyone doing today? I am playing Minecraft and I had the microphone facing away from me, I just realized. Hello, that should sound better now. Um, Welcome. What am I doing? Hello. A quick update on what the stream's going to be before we go into other updates. I'm just chatting. I'm playing on my groups, my personal Minecraft realm with my friends, and we're gonna build a couple things in our spawn town here. I'm mostly gonna be working on a guard tower and see how far I can get into that. But I'm not. But sorry. Also, my mouse is, if you ever see the screen glitching, I don't know if what's the problem, if it's my computer causing an issue or my mouse specifically lagging, because it feels like input lag from my mouse. And I switched to a wired mouse for a minute, and that seemed to help, but I leave it. It's like a wireless mouse, so I leave it plugged in all the time at this point. Yeah, it's like the game's running fine, but I can't look around. I think that's, again, I think that's my mouse thing. What am I saying? I'm gonna build a guard tower. I'm gonna play this game, and I'm gonna build a guard tower, and the mouse is stopping working again. I might give up and switch to a new mouse if I can find it. I had a wired mouse, but I don't know where it went. I have another USB mouse, but it's. Sorry, I have another wireless mouse that I could use, but it's only gonna work so well. I need to get a new mouse. I need to get a new mouse. I need to get a couple new things. A mouse being one of them. Well, let me switch off of this because this is gonna be incredibly annoying if this continues to be the case for the whole stream. I'm gonna build a guard tower. This is the Minecraft realm that me and my friends play in, and also is kind of, and this is a fun idea for you all to steal. I don't care. Go ahead. I'm using this Minecraft realm as the kind. Oh, someone's here. Hello. Turn my mouse on. Someone's up here. Someone's here. Who's here? Hello. On. It's on. My mouse is on. It's on. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Okay. This is okay. What am I? Jeez, already getting distracted. This stream's gonna go great. Clearly, I'm gonna be super on topic for everything that I wanted to talk about. However, I'm in still. Oh, I'm in creative mode still. Someone's here. / game mode. Game mode. Survival. Forgot to cut out it. Hello. Nice netherite. Hi, Pickled Bugkiss. How are you doing? All right. So the what was I saying? I'm losing. I'm losing it a little bit. Am I able to connect? Am I connected to my thing? Hello? Can I? Why? It's not. What's going on? Sorry, I was trying to change my effect, but it wasn't working. Weird. Okay. Well, I guess I have one facial expression for this whole stream. Hold on. Forgive me for a second while I mess with this. Essentially, while I'm working on this. Numpad 5, yeah. Is Minecraft lock the numpad? That doesn't make any sense. Hello? Weird. Okay. Yeah, my shortcuts aren't working. Huh. Okay. I'm assuming that's a Minecraft thing. Or let me just close out of it. Let me close out of it and reopen it and see if that fixes the issue. Um, so, what I'm trying to say, God, I'm gonna at some point. Okay, now it's working. Okay, okay, okay. Is it working? It looks like it's working now. Okay, all right. Wow. How long have we been streaming for? I feel like I've really been saying lots of nothing. 10 minutes. Wow. Well, I guess like 5 of that was me doing the tags and stuff. Okay. All right. All right. And now we're getting together. Let's play some set dressing music, and we can really get into some details here. So, worth what I'm trying what I'm trying to say is this. This is the server that I play on with my friends. And the fun thing about this, and feel free to steal this idea, is that this world we built is also becoming and has become the setting of our campaign. It is now it is the world that the campaign takes place in. Not necessarily that we're playing the game in Minecraft so much as it's like, well, the starting town is this town, and it has these buildings in it right now. And in the last session, players got to decide on some buildings they wanted to add to the town. So I'm going to work on adding some of the more communal buildings, and they're going to come in and play and add their buildings into the town. And I think that'll be pretty fun. So that's what you're going to be seeing Picklebubkiss over here doing, adding in their own buildings. That they're going to be living in. I'm going to be doing the guard tower because it was just a communal building that they wanted, not something that was specific to anybody. And I think I'm going to put that over here. So, and you can with a good view of the Among Us. Though maybe it'll kind of be a bit over here, just like behind the big house. So what I wanted to do today, though, other than just playing Minecraft, and I'm going to try to do both of these things at the same time. We'll see how successful I am at it. I also want to go over some of the just the kind of state of my channel right now, what it is that I'm thinking and doing with my channel and want to be doing with it, and where that might put us, you know, and what to expect from me. So the main, okay, let me say that again. I just want to go over some updates for my channel because I'll wait till the siren's gone by. I'll let that pass. I want to do like a circular base of the building and then do a like square guard tower above it. Hello. 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 Okay. So, okay. The reason I want to do this is because personally, I recently got a promotion at work, and that's great, but it does come with a lot more hours. Well, yes, and also a lot more like things to do and responsibility, and it has caused it to be harder when I am home to find the time to work on things. I unfortunately have been feeling quite burned out by the time I get home, which has led me to push off working on projects that I've been doing, and has kind of made it so that it's harder for me to get the content out in a rate that I really feel does it justice, and also makes me feel good about, you know, what it is that I'm making. What did I do here? Oh, I see what I did there. No, that's not what I did. I did this. And so I just kind of have been feeling just a general sense of like being behind, and also not feeling like I have what the energy or the capacity to get ahead and get back on track, without severely burning myself out within a very short period of time. And I don't think anyone wants that. I don't think that would be fun from a content creation standpoint, because it means that I will probably just end up disappearing for like a number of months, like I have in the past, and then come back like suddenly with more videos. And I honestly find the current rate which I'm creating content to be a lot more manageable and healthy for me to like explore new ideas and try new things while not like not marrying myself into doing something that's really gonna just worsen my ability to do things in the future. So what I'm trying to say with that is, not that this is an update about where the channel is currently. I actually find doing these like weekly streams on either a Friday or a Saturday really manageable and honestly fun. It's a good way of me also engaging with some things in a way I wouldn't have before, or justifying to myself doing a thing that I just wanted to do. So, but what that does mean is some of the things I was doing, such as long form animated content, is been really hard to find a way of making that work. And that sucks because I do really enjoy working on that, and that primarily being AOTCR. Those streams are those videos are really fun, and I have a lot of fun putting them together, and I really enjoy doing the animation on it. But also, if I continue working on that series the way that I've been working on that series, I'm probably not going to be finished making that show for like 10 more years. Just going off the rate that I've been doing it. It's unfortunately a 2-season series that I've already recorded close to 20 sessions of, and 20 of being probably around the number of sessions we'll have before we're at the end. And each session up to this point had been cut into 2 episodes, and each episode takes me at least like 5 months to do. It's just so, animation unfortunately is so difficult to do quickly without it like being yes. Why'd I do slash yes? Yes. Without it being like making the product even cheaper, you know. I don't know. I had tried. So my original plan was to just simplify the animation, and I did try doing that. And I was able to make one part of the episode. So for some inside baseball, when I make these episodes, I have to split them up into parts, because Adobe Animate only lets you animate so many seconds within any scene. So I have to break each episode into like usually 8 parts, and then I can do one part at a time. This next episode, my original plan to be able to do this show a bit better and a bit quicker was that I would simplify the animation and condense every session into one episode. So episodes would be like twice the length, maybe like 1.5 times the length, because I would just end up cutting out more like nonsense conversations that don't go anywhere, and more of the battles that like are just us talking about numbers. And that was my original plan. And it, I mean, just and also, and you know, simplifying the animation so I wasn't doing as much of the lip syncing. Characters would just hold their mouth position open while they're talking for the full length of their thought, even if they like pause and take breaths. I'm not including those in the lip sync, and just doing all of that really did make it in fact go faster. However, then I'm contesting with and now I've doubled the episode length, and because I've doubled the episode length, a video that was like 8 parts is now 15 parts, and I was able to complete one of those parts, so a 15th of the video, within like 4 weeks, because I was taking breaks when I felt burnt out and not forcing myself to spend like all night working on one of those parts. And that will just not work. Unfortunately, it just won't. Um, if I did doing the math on that, it's gonna maybe get 2 episodes out a year, and I've got like at least 15 more episodes to do. We won't be done this series for over 5 years. It doesn't seem like it just doesn't seem logistical. And I do want to work on other projects. I want to be able to move past this series once I'm done, done working on it, and like do other series. And it just doesn't seem like an option. And that sucks because I really do like doing the animation for these videos. And I was really trying to find a way to keep doing it. I was really enjoying working on the first part of this next episode, and I probably will still release that first part animation. It might just go exclusively up on my Discord, which if you aren't on my Discord, you should check that out. I can't say that I chat often on it, but it's the best way to like receive channel updates and see what I'm planning and trying to do when I have those thoughts. I hope I try to post. I try to post on there. I'm not the best at. I don't know if it's clear. I'm not the best at social media. I didn't grow up. Hello, musical man. Just generally speaking, just like again, since I'm being more honest in this video, we're just chatting. I didn't grow up using social media. It wasn't really something I did. Some guys at the library had to force me to make a Facebook, and I felt terrified that I had done that. My parents didn't really want me using social media all that much growing up, and I think that was the right decision. Somebody lost their logs. I'll put that in here so you don't lose them. You're welcome, and I'll put some of this in there. Okay, I think I'm going to make, do I not have a stone cutter in here? Oh, I know where I have a stone cutter. I meant to move all my storage over to here. And I think I was like working on that plan. Ooh. I think I was working on this project to move the storage over here. And didn't end up doing it. Okay, so to continue with what I was saying though, I didn't grow up using social media. It wasn't really something that I did. I had to be forced into doing it in my like public library by some guys I was like kind of friends with at the time. And I was mortified. I didn't know what to do with it, and I just didn't really touch it for years. And then people would tag me on things, and like that was fun enough. I got to see what other people were posting, but I did not post on there. And then I decided, like when I was younger, that I wanted to do YouTube. And because I was like a big fan of a lot of the big YouTubers, particularly I think the Yogscast were like the main thing that inspired me to want to do YouTube. And so I started making Minecraft videos like they made, and that was fun, but I was using a free editing software that only let me post videos or edit 10 minutes at a time. And so I would like cut. No. It wasn't an editing software. I was using iMovie for editing, or like Windows Movie Maker or whatever for editing. I was using a free video capture service that let me would only let me record 10 minutes at a time. So every 10 minutes I'd have to stop and restart the recording so that I could keep going. I should just build a crafting table over here, but I think I have one in here. Nope. I should just put this down. I don't have anything there. Okay. So I honestly started making YouTube content pretty young and posted very infrequently. Like I was like in middle school when I was making these videos. I have since privated them all, so you can try to go look for them, and if you do find them, I'll be mortified. They shouldn't be anywhere. I had like one video that hit like 1,000 views. I was pretty happy about that. Most of them were sitting around a couple hundred. And so all of this to say is that I just wasn't really a social media person. Oh, you know what? This should be the workshop. Maybe have another layer that is like, okay, workshop can be here. Next layer, like war room. A layer above that is guard tower. Okay, so okay. Anyway, the main premise of what I'm trying to say though is, um, if you're following me on Discord, or just generally on social media, and you see that I don't really post about myself. I don't really share regular updates or do things like that, or like chat with people online. It's just because it's not something I ever really did. It wasn't. It's not like anything against you or anybody that's like trying to chat with me. It's just that my brain isn't wired to look for those things because I just wasn't doing it. And I'm a pretty like on a personal level, like to myself kind of person. For the most part, I mean, I hang out with friends, but like, I don't go out a lot unless I'm kind of being forced into it. I'm getting in the weeds here, but all of that to say is the social media and like doing all this content and like all the outreach that is involved with being a creator is something that I have had to train myself to do over the years, and I'm trying to find my own way through it in a manner that feels healthy for me and keeps me from burning myself out. And I understand that for some people they can do that grind every day hitting all these things, but it's ultimately hard for me to keep up with all that without like, you know, it being my job. Obviously if I like was doing this full time, maybe I'd feel differently about working on some of these series and doing these things, but it's not. I do work a 9 to 5 and then come home and work on these videos and keeping up with the content, and I do really enjoy it, and I really love having this outlet, but it's also hard when the outlet becomes draining and not a source of like fun anymore. And not that I'm saying it's not fun. I do feel, like I said, that the way that I'm currently approaching content is a lot more enjoyable for me in a way that it might not have been recently, and wouldn't be if I wasn't, you know, making some of these switches. So what I'm ultimately trying to get at is that I didn't like make this decision lightly to move away from these series, because I do know people are fans of it, and I love seeing people be fans of the shows and the content I make, and it's really rewarding, and it's really awesome to see that I can make something that people find so engaging and so fun. I mean, a little more behind baseball on this is that, you know, I was a film major in college. Like that's what I want to do. I want to be a creator. I want to make things. So I don't want to let this go in any capacity. Like I truly, this is truly not something that I want to like let free out of my life, because it really keeps me working on the things that I've always, you know, wanted to be working on and always wanted to be doing. And that's creating and making things and making art and telling stories. And it's really been a lot of fun to be able to do that. But it's also something that I have to be like reasonable with myself on what I can and can't do. And unfortunately, I can't keep doing it the way that I had been doing it anymore. And so that's why specifically with AOTCR, I'm going to be moving away from posting animated videos with it. Not that the show's going anywhere. I should be clear about that. The show's not going anywhere. Episodes of AOTCR will still be coming out, but they won't be animated. It will just be a podcast, a Let's Play podcast. A public play podcast. That is what AOTCR is going to be becoming. Maybe I can do more animation in the future, and you know, maybe I can go back and take these audio edits and put in the animation that I would like to see there, but I just don't have the time to make that happen right now. And I had thought about, hiring on an animator to help work on this, but unfortunately, I don't make the YouTube dollars that would justify doing that. Especially because I probably will be paying, someone to do the audio. Sadie in the series is also someone who was a film major growing up and growing up in college anyway, and has been helping with some of these audio edits. I'm paying them to do that, and I can't really do both that and also pay for someone to do the animation, because I do think that animation should be paid for. There is it has been suggested to take a free intern, and I do think that though that isn't not an option, I feel bad not paying someone for their time as an animator to work on a project that is not going to get them anywhere. And I say that bluntly. I don't think you're going to put I worked on Hacked Comics videos on your resume and get very far with that one. So, and though I could, teach them some animation stuff, I don't really have the time to be a teacher either in my home time. And so maybe in the future, when I feel like I have a better grasp on like the work I'm doing right now in a way that's not leaving me as exhausted when I get home, then great, I can maybe switch over to going back to doing more animation. But for now, just because I don't want the series to just sit on like endless hiatus as it kind of has been at the moment, and also I don't want the series like taking 1,000 years to produce. I will be going through those episodes and just posting the audio. Like I said, I did start the animation for the next video. It's how I came to this decision. So I will definitely post that probably on my Discord, or like at least the link for it will be on my Discord. It'll be unlisted video, and you can find it after that point. I keep losing my train of thought. I'm trying to really make this look good. The main thing though is that the general content that I have been making is going to stay for the most part the same. I will be doing a weekly stream. I will be trying my best to put out a weekly post on YouTube. You might have noticed that I've been slowing down on posting things on TikTok. That's mainly for personal like grievances with the company. They haven't done anything wrong to me, but I don't really like the direction they've been moving with some things. So I've been just generally kind of feeling uninterested in TikTok. What do I want for the ground? I think I'm going to get a different wood type for the floor. So what I'm trying to say with that is, though, a lot of the content I've been making has been, focusing on YouTube. I will still post this update on both channels because I feel like everyone should know what's going on. And I'm going to be cutting this update that I'm doing in this video. I'm going to find the important bits that I say in between all of the rambling and cut that together and post that so that people can just generally get the idea. I know that not everybody watches these streams that follows my content, and that's fine. So I feel like everyone should be aware about this change. But again, I'm gonna do animation, and honestly, also I think this kind of opens up the opportunity. I'm like, I mean, not that I expect anybody to do this, but if you want to make, your own animated clips of these videos, feel for sure. I'm happy to share them, and also post on your own stuff. I'd rather shout you out as the creator and not take your art. But also, I'm still gonna try and cut clips of this of AOTCR and animate them on an individual level. So it might not be that the whole episode gets animated, but you will see like the more nicely done animated clips. I might just take the characters from a scene and use the cutout animation that I do for the series, but like more intricately animate it than I would have done for that like minute of of dialogue, and I'll cut the clips to be more, impactful on an animated way. Like, I'm going to continue to make content around the show, and you will still see the art and the characters I use for that. But this will it will look a little bit nicer for the parts that I do it for, rather than it being, the entire episode. And I would like to do more, frame by frame animation. It's something I really don't do, and mostly because I find it daunting on a time level. Like, it just takes so long, and it means that I can't work on other projects while I'm working on that. And so, doing like a 15-second clip of AOTCR that I animate by hand is a lot more approachable than doing a hour-long to 2-hour-long episode. That being said, the first season of AOTCR was about 10 sessions. We are up to session 4 that I've recorded, that I have the audio edit ready for. So since the audio edit of this episode is done, I'm probably going to be posting that next episode of AOTCR pretty soon, once I just get the time to finish that up. I need to do the intro and outro. It won't take very long now that I've made this decision. And so expect that video to probably go up before the end of the month, maybe the end of early next month, depending. And I just got to decide visually what I want to do. There also still will be the fan art share at the end, so if you want to continue submitting fan art to that series, please do. I will add it to the episode if you want it to be added, and it's appropriate. So I still want it to feel like something that I'm doing, more as a community. And so what am I saying? The main difference, of course, being that, again, it won't be animated. And that's really the main updates I wanted to share with the channel. Again, I'll continue to be doing these streams, and my partner, the Punky Possum, will also be probably streaming more on the channel too, either streams we do together or streams I do by myself. I really enjoy getting them involved, and it's also helpful for me on a week that I don't feel like I can do it, but they feel like they can. I always envisioned Hacked Comics as being more of a brand than one person's YouTube channel. To me, it has always been something that is more of a overarching concept than it is my specific voice. And so I have no issue with other people streaming on my channel. Hope you don't have any issue with seeing them on the channel, because you're probably going to see them more. The other thing relating to that, and I think this was talked about in a past stream, and I did make a post on it, but we are engaged, so they're not going anywhere. So get used to it, is what I'm saying. Get used to it. Alright. I don't know what I'm doing with these walls. I don't know if this is really what I want. Maybe. I feel like I want more detail on here, but we'll leave it like this for now until I can see it from the outside. Congrats! Thank you. You're watching as well. Yeah, you know. You knew that this is the case. We got engaged back in December. That's when I made that post. So it's been a few months now. No wedding plans at the moment. Trying to have money for that. Weddings are expensive, and I do not have the ability to afford that at the moment. But would love to have it, as soon as I can. Anyway, this is not what this is about. This is not a wedding update video. This is a channel update video, and it's serious. And we're talking about real stuff. Really real things that I am doing. I think that's really all. That being said, I think we kind of got through all of the channel update stuff that I wanted to say 40 minutes into the stream. I think I've finally concised all my thoughts. Something else I wanted to say, because I don't know if I think I've talked about this before, but I don't know how much I actually have talked about this. But I have ADHD. I don't know if that's I don't know if I hide it very well, but yeah. And that's not like, oh, I have ADHD, so lol, so random. No, I like have had this my entire life. I was diagnosed pretty early on with having ADHD, and was medicated at one point for it. I stopped taking that because personally it had a weird it didn't work with me very well, and since I had been diagnosed pretty young, I kind of stopped when I was like middle school taking those medicines, and it ultimately helped me more. Though now as an adult, maybe I should maybe I should reconsider. But no, logistically, it's a problem. As you can tell, that conversation, me just trying to talk, went a lot of places, and it wasn't exactly what I was trying to say the whole time. So, maybe I might want to think about doing something about that. But you know what? I think I'm just fine. What am I saying? Where am I going with any of that? Yeah. So I have ADHD, if you couldn't tell. So that affects, also my ability to like make content and how willing and ready I am to make. Oh, he's a sweet boy. He's a sweet boy. Little sweet boy. All right. Okay. I need to light this space up or we are going to get monsters spawning. Or will they? Because it's half slabs. I think they fixed that though. So all of that is to say that I'm bad at keeping on task. If you couldn't tell. I got a little distracted. And it does also mean that like working consistently on one project is draining on like a deep level, and so though I like doing it, it's hard for me to personally keep up with it. Let me see what's going on out here, because I got to decide what I want this next level to look like. Yeah, I'll do another layer of brick. Did I use up all of my brick slabs? Perfect amount of brick slabs? That doesn't feel right, but maybe I did. Okay. So what I'm thinking of like 2 circles, a layer of floor, and then the tower will shoot out from the top of that. Why did I run away from the stonecutter? That is literally what I was looking for. Okay. So, I am also excited for the upcoming future of AOTCR. We're recording another session this coming month. Obviously, with all the job stuff and everything, it became kind of hard to continue filming, and we had to postpone a lot. But now we're finally having our next session, and I will have to get that ready. I also have the first session of another campaign, like a home game campaign that I'm playing with some friends tomorrow. Which is a Monster of the Week campaign, and I'm really excited about that. I just got out with my home games, we just wrapped up our last campaign not that long ago, like right before Halloween, and we were playing a long Monster of the Week campaign, and I really grew to love Monster Week playing it, and so I'm excited to play more Monster of the Week. Jesus Christ, those alarms are so loud. Could you hear that? What the fuck? Alright. Oh, I need more stone. So, well, let's take a look at Pickle Bubkiss. See what the Pickle Boy is up to. What's the Pickle? Oh, it's cute. Just a cute little hut. I like it. I like this earthy style. And this roof, ooh, that's cute. I like it. Ooh, I like these little. You're watching some videos, I see. Looking at some how to do. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. Well, I'll leave you to it. I'll see the interior when you're done. Um, so okay, what I this is a weird cover. Well, yeah, watching the stream. Why am I putting cute slat? It's cute. I need stone. I got distracted. I forgot why I was going anywhere anyway. All right. So that's all to say. That I don't know where I was going with any of it. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. I was having a I was going on a side tangent in my mind, and I've lost track of everything I was saying. Um, so I've also discovered. Okay, so on a personal level, this because this whole stream is a personal level. I have been, as a part of my new job, I've been in a lot more like meetings and like decision making conversations relating to just like stuff, just whatever, and like the need to like present my ideas in an organized fashion. And wow, what a thing that is with ADHD. But I've been getting pretty good at it. However, it has resulted in me having to like just generally pick up some habits that allow me to stay on track in a way that is not not awkward, and also is doing streaming more often has required me to be able to keep my thoughts on track and not lose, and continue the conversation. And so I have developed this like such a deep habit of anytime my thought was interrupted and I'm trying to get it back, like instead of saying things like and like I go, so what I was trying to say was, and so getting back on track, this is what I was trying to say. And it has happened not infrequently that I began saying that and had in fact no idea what I was trying to segue to or any plan to segue to anything. And so I go, so anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I making something up right now. And usually it is something that I wanted to say eventually, but it's usually I go, I'm going to start saying the things that you said until at some point I have found the meaning of what I was trying to say. Instead of just like sitting awkwardly and quiet. And this is like a pretty common like work way of talking to people, but it is funny that unfortunately for me to be consistent with it, it has completely bled into my personal life. And I have not insignificantly done that to people where I go, or I'm just having a regular conversation with. And so the point of what I was trying to say was, and then I'm like, what was I saying? I have no idea where I'm going with what I just started saying, but I've clearly committed to making a larger statement that I was not prepared for. I was tuned out. I was 100% tuned out. I wasn't paying attention, but I've committed to saying as and acting as though I wasn't. And it's awful because that is not the habits I had developed on a personal level in my way of speaking before that. As a ways of dealing with having ADHD, I was pretty used to and comfortable with saying, sorry, I wasn't listening. Can you repeat that for me? And just like being clear when my attention got lost. But you can't you can't go into a work meeting and go, oh sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I wasn't listening to you. No, you can't do that actually. And so it has helped me be better at paying attention and listening to people without getting distracted, but it is inevitable with the brain I have that at some point during the conversation I will have been lost thinking about something. Usually it's like, oh, you mentioned something that I actually had a lot of thoughts on, and then I feel like we all do this too, is I like got so deeply involved in the thought of the thing that you were saying that I am now actually not sure what you're saying at this moment in time. And whoops, sorry about that. I will. I'm playing catch up. Where are we at? Okay, I'm gonna do this. I am gonna like kind of castle this a little bit. Okay. What am I doing? Placing blocks. That's what I'm doing. Wow, my brain fully reset there. Where were we? What am I saying? I feel like I've kind of said everything I meant to say. I feel like I've gotten it all off my chest. And nope, don't need to go down there. Where am I going? I'm going into here, and I'm going to get more stone, and I'm going to continue working on this building. Oh, I did not mean to take... Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Shire theme. Yeah. Yeah. I should... A little circular door. A little hobbit hole door. Okay. Let's get up here. Get up here. Alright, we're going to need to put... Oh. Okay. Okay, do that here. And there we go. Where was there anything I meant to say other than that? I did write a list of notes to keep myself on track so that I didn't forget to bring something up that I wanted to say. I think I kind of got... Yeah. I've said it. I've said everything I wanted to say. That'll be a fun one to cut. That clipping and cutting together just a channel update out of all of that is gonna certainly be a lot of fun. Also, I think going in tandem with this update is, though I do make a lot of Pokemon content, I really am trying to move away from just strictly doing Pokemon content, mostly from just like a personal level. I enjoy Pokemon a lot, and so I certainly will make content on Pokemon still. It is one of my favorite franchises. However, it is not the only thing that I enjoy doing, and often is the case that between games, like when we're like heavily between games, I'm pretty tired of making Pokemon content. And not entirely, like I still like doing it, but it just generally I want to be able to still enjoy Pokemon as a franchise, and to do so it needs to not be my job. And so I'm not treating it as though it is anymore. I'm treating it as one of the things that I do is cover that content and like make videos about it, and do OCs, but it's not just Pokemon stuff that I will do. And if that content isn't as popular right now, then that's just kind of what it is. I want to be able to enjoy the content I'm making and not feel like the content is something I have to do, rather it's something that I want to do. Okay, where are we? 1, 2, okay, how many block stalls is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, 17 high. 17 divided by 2 is 8.5. Like 8 blocks up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's perfect. I need more wood on me. Okay. I need more. I need more spruce wood. So just know, like, I'm gonna do more streams like this where I'm not just playing a Pokemon game. I'm going to play more of the games that I want to stream. It might be Minecraft. It might be Cobblemont. You know, it might be Pokopia. Um, but I can only my attention with a game only extends so far, and I want to be able to, do the stuff that I want to do. Some of these games I'll play more longer. Like, I do really want to. I want to go back and finish the Nuzlocke playthrough that I started, and I was enjoying Cobblemon, but now that Pokopia is out, I feel like Cobblemon has kind of become redundant. That being said, I did like it, and I probably will go back to it at some point. I do want to play the Colosseum, the new Gale of Darkness Switch port. I've never played that game, and I do want to play that. I also want to play not Pokemon games. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It just might be that it's like 50%. The channel's now like 50% Pokemon, 50% other things. I would love to do a streamed Cassette Beast playthrough. I really enjoyed Cassette Beasts, and I want to give that creator and that game more attention. But we'll find time when I can to stream everything, and see how motivated I feel to play those things. Yeah, a week stream. Deltarune is a big one. Like, we're going to play all of Deltarune. Like, we're going to. Whether it happens like quickly, I can't say. We were actually thinking about doing that today, until I decided that I really wanted to focus today's stream on being a channel update. Then we moved away from doing a Deltarune stream and moved to this. See ya in a minute, Pickle Bupkis. And then I moved to this. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also, we just kind of had an exhausting day. We did we went to we did a bunch of stuff. We went to a museum. We were out and about with my partner's family, and so we're both just kind of a bit tired. And I was like, well, I wanted to make this anyway. I didn't have a video for Monday, and this will give me something to post. And also, it's very possible this video doesn't end up getting posted Monday, because I'm hosting friends tomorrow, and I want to make sure my apartment is clean, and so I will be probably working after, just doing chores after this. So it's very possible that video that I want to post on Monday ends up being like a Tuesday video or a Wednesday video, and it just goes over these updates. We'll see how I feel like tonight to after the stream and after dinner and after I clean, if I want to do more work. And I think that's really ultimately what's going on right now, is that I get home and I'm just tired. I'm just tired, and I want to rest, and I want to sleep so that I can go, when I go to work tomorrow, I'm not dead on my feet, exhausted. And I know that's not I know that's very reasonable, but I feel bad that I feel like I'm moving away from being able to make the content that I was trying to and wanting to make. I should get a happy gas down here. That would be really useful, honestly, right now. All right. Time to get a happy guest. Where did I store them at last? I think I don't have any here. I think they're all somewhere. Okay. I would like some leather. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to go to my actual base. This spawn town isn't actually like the main area that I like did stuff in, and people who played on the server are generally aware of this. So, but if you don't want to, if you are, as I said, this is the setting for my friend's D&D game. If you do not want to be spoiled about things that could come up in D&D, don't explore the Minecraft world. But also, feel free to do it. Your characters would probably have some working knowledge of the things that they will be experiencing. So, that caveat aside, I'm going to my house. This is the main place that I was living in this world. This automated underground base with the egg. Okay. I think I stored happy ghasts in here. Yeah, there we go. Dried ghast. I don't need anything there. Is that all the leather I have? No. I have way more leather. I think I need string too. Okay. Oh, it's glass. It's glass, not. That's all I have. Is that all I have? Oh, thank God. Okay. I like to automate things in Minecraft, if you can tell. I like to not have to be the one. It helps with the ADHD is I just let it go and then I come back to it. That's why I like Pokopia so much. You just set it and you come back to it. Okay. Got a piece of glass. And I got another piece of glass. And I got some snowballs to get over here. Harness and 2 glass. I gotta be gassed. He's not for an eye. He's a little man here. Gonna grow big man there. There's other things I was working on. Let's do a little tour around here. So we got the DJ. Hold on, I'm just gonna quickly. Reset it so you can hear it. We got some Minecraft DJing going on here. He just endlessly cycles the music. I like that he's my DJ. I could have done it without a copper golem, but it's fun to have a copper golem that does it. This whole area is full of copper golems, though it looks like some of them may have frozen. Which is kind of fine with me, honestly. I would like to have some statues. All of these things are automated. It's interesting that they've oxidized because I haven't really been on here very much, but I guess people have been playing close enough that the oxidization process has continued. Lots of eggs. Anything in the chest? Here's the thing that I don't understand is they all get like stuck over there, which I don't know why. Hey guys. Hey gorges. Get out of each other's faces. Stop kissing. Continue, please. There we go. Put in pumpkins. Okay. I should probably... Oh, it's just an axe. Right. Keep you guys from oxidizing. I'll leave you close to oxidizing, though, because I do want more statues. This is the first time I've actually, like, gotten one as a statue. That's pretty fun. I'm excited to mess with them. And we can't have our DJ oxidizing. Get back here. This is one of the best Minecraft songs, also. Easily one of the best Minecraft music discs. They're so cute. Okay. Oh, my back. Oh, can you hear that? Okay. Continuing. Put the pumpkins in there. So yeah, I have a bunch of farms over there. I got the egg, obviously. I've was cleaning up that up space up there, but I haven't actually built any of these things that I wanted to up there. I'll probably come back to it. I do enjoy this automated space. I have my enchanting table over here. Lava chicken, ooh, lava chicken, mama seen it, you've been enough about. It's me, you have a snack, ooh, it's a lava attack. I am approximately many months old on that joke. I should have said lava chicken on this channel way sooner than I did. If I was chasing the SEO, I should have been saying lava chicken every day for the last like 5 months ago, 10 months ago, and then stopped like 4 months ago. Anyway, should I be talking like this into the microphone? Is this better? Is it? You probably turn the volume up, but I have this microphone kind of far away from my mouth. I could talk like this. Is that helpful? Is this louder? I also have it like turned down, so I'm not listening to the stream at like regular volume. It probably does sound better for me to be talking like this, right? Hello. Maybe I should just like condense my thoughts into one condensed moment here. Now that we're a little far into the stream, and I've said everything I wanted to say out loud. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can say everything about my channel update that I wanted to give out within 5 minutes of right now. Can I say all of it? Because I'd be impressed. Let's do it. Hold on. Let's do it. Hi, welcome. Hold on. 5 minutes starting right now. Hi, so I just wanted to go over some of the updates that I was thinking of. That's not how I want to start that. That's not how I want to start. You know what? If you ever want to see what a non-scripted video for me is like, that's how it is. Let me try this again. Hold on, let me try this again. Hello? Hi! Okay, that's not it. Let me get this happy ass growing. Let me get him popped up and ready to go. Yes. Watch him for me, please. Just keep an eye on him. Yeah, like keep an eye on him. All right. While I'm growing this guy, let me see what I want to say. Hi, welcome back to Hack Comics, the channel. Hello, hello. I just wanted to go over some of the things I'm thinking of for this channel, just going forward, just because I feel as though with where I am currently in life, a bit busier now that I have a more involved job. And feeling a bit just generally burned out from pursuing content in the way that I used to, and feeling better with this system I am in now. I just want to kind of set some expectations of what I want to do forward, and clear up some confusion around a series I've been doing. Generally, I've been producing content on a weekly basis, like posting shorts and clips on Mondays, and streaming on Fridays and Saturdays, and that has honestly been working really well for me, and it's been really enjoyable to make content at that cadence. It allows me to kind of play what I feel like playing for the week and pursue the content I feel like pursuing, whether that is just doing something more simple like posting a stream clip, or doing something more involved like making some artwork and animating it, or doing a shorter animated meme video like I've been doing recently. And I've been really enjoying making content that way, and I was trying to get more caught up in some of those longer series I was working on, such as AOTCR, and I have been struggling, mostly with how long it's taking. It is unfortunately a long series that I'm probably just going to take the pit. I think I said this a lot more nicely earlier in the video, but in the stream. But I'm just going to say it again here. That because it takes so long and it is such a complicated series that is something I want to be able to put out more frequently. I'm going to be moving away from doing animated episodes and treat it strictly as a public play podcast. The videos with audio will go up. There will be relevant backgrounds maybe included. I haven't decided exactly what the visual side on YouTube is going to look like that for. And I might look to posting on other podcast platforms, though that is not something I'm currently planning on doing. And yeah, it's just it wasn't an easy decision. I really enjoy working on that series, but it's something that is hard to keep up with at the rate that I was doing it and the quality I was doing it. And I don't want to just continue diminishing the quality of animation until it's something that I can produce easily, because I kind of tried and it still took a long time to get one part done. So for the sake of actually getting the series out and being able to both move on from it, but also feel like I've done it and I've completed it, I'm going to be posting them as audio episodes only. That being said, episodes will be longer. They're going to be about 2 hours. It's going to be an entire session's worth of content in one video rather than splitting each session into 2 videos. So we'll be moving quicker through the series as posts go up. And I will be still making animated clips of the series to post, but it won't be all entirely animated. I'll be spending more time on those clips, making them nicely animated, and otherwise it'll be an animated series. And again, this is something I really had to think about and really focus. It was a hard decision. I was really resistant to making this choice, but ultimately it feels like the only really feasible option at this point. And I'm sorry for those that it disappoints, because I know there are people who really were enjoying that series. I was really enjoying that series, and I'm sad to be doing this to it. But I'm really excited to continue making content into 2026, and honestly, this is all to prevent me from having to suddenly disappear off the face of the internet while I recover from extreme burnout. And so I appreciate everyone's support and understanding in that, and I'm excited to keep making content and keep and do more streaming in the future. So yeah. How was that? The reason I did that was that I was recording into the microphone, and I fully didn't do that. I was closer to the microphone that whole time, so I don't know. We'll see. I'll cut that together. I might go far into I might cut if a bit seems like too uncondensed earlier in the stream. I'll go back to that and cut some of it. Anyway, figuring this out as what am I doing? I'm waiting for the happy gas to grow. That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for the happy gas to grow so that it can which is your face? There's your face. How are you doing? Still pretty sad. Okay. While I'm waiting for the gas to grow, we can start decorating this bottom half. Let's do that. Let me dig up the floor and place more oak planks down. So my thought is this first level will be workshop. The second level will be like a meeting room. And then we'll have the actual like guard space up higher. You know what I've been really enjoying about Pokopia, and this is a spoiler for Pokopia, light spoiler, not story based, but like gameplay spoiler for Pokopia. So if that's something that you're like, you are worried about, feel free to click away, or like turn the volume down until I'm for a minute. But I really like the way Pokopia has handled like a creative mode once you beat the game, and you unlock the Magnemite transformation. The fact that you can replace blocks is so nice. It's so convenient because you don't have to do this where you dig up the floor and then place the floor back down. I will say it does make it feel like it really makes it go like, oh, I really should not have been even bothering with building up to this point because it's so much easier once you beat the game. Building becomes so much more doable. Okay. But I'm actually working on something relating to AOTCR within Pokopia. Not that it's like a public thing, though I might share it once I'm done. I'm trying to like rebuild the Castile region within Pokopia, though though to like a much smaller scale. Honestly, the Pokopia map isn't that small, and I probably could fit most of the Castile region into it. However, for my own sanity, I've started small, and if I need to, maybe I'll hopefully Pokopia adds like a when you do the deconstruct reconstruct. I'm hoping they give you the ability to like, and maybe that already is a thing where you can like deconstruct a block building that you made and build it again. Oh wait, I'm placing the wrong floor. This is not what I want to be placing right now. So that's what what I'm up to on that side of things. Actually, you know what? Yeah, this will look pretty good if I do it this way. It won't be the case for higher up floors because at that point the design affects the outside of the building. But I think this will look good on the inside here. I was literally at an art museum today, and going, oh, I should do this in Pokopia, because I'm working on the Bronze City Museum. Like the first thing I'm doing in Pokopia is building Bronze City, and so I'm working on the museum. It's kind of condensed. There's supposed to be like large farmland in Pokopia, but it wasn't. I didn't really have the space to do that without having to do some crazy terraforming. So instead, I just did like a smaller farm, which is really all you're gonna need in that game anyway. And you really don't need like fields of wheat in Pokopia. And the getting so distracted. I was at the art museum like, ooh, these arches. I hope I get something like this. Because I definitely haven't unlocked all of the blocks, and so I'm kind of building the museum half-cocked. But the nice part is you can replace blocks later, so it's not like I have to take it all down and build it all up again. I can solidly do something a little bit more loose, and fix it later. Though, again, because I don't have all the blocks, I'm like, how do I do depth here, you know? Without just doing full block differences. Oh, I'm figuring it out. The city of Bronze City is also going to be more condensed. I think if you look at the artwork I did in those episodes, I did like 3 streets, and also I totally made a mistake in that artwork that I didn't realize until I was doing the animation, which is that I messed up the perspective real bad. If you go back and look at the art I did for Bronze City, I messed up that perspective real bad. The doors closer to the camera, I don't know how I did this, but I made the doors closer to the camera smaller than the doors farther away from the camera. So when I was doing the animation, I had to like be real careful to not make it super obvious that I had done that, or it would have looked really awkward as like characters move to another door and they had to like get bigger. um, yeah, it was weird. I don't know how I made that mistake. You know what? They're behind here. I can torment them with this. Can you hear it over here? Can they hear lava chicken? Oh yeah. Lava. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do 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 do. Ooh, lava. Careful if you get photosensitivity. Be careful. Don't you dare touch. Okay. Hello. Anything good? Killing his own goat. I was trying to keep the camels alive. Up, up, up. It's honestly a. Hey! 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 Where's my lava chicken? What? Hey! Where's my lava chicken? I was listening to that. I was listening to that. Oh, I'm a Stop it. Hey, fine, I'll put a different song on. How's that? How's that? How's that one? Better? Honestly, I do really like the gas song. Oh, I'm out of food. Oh, you're almost ready to pop. Oh, you're ready to pop out of there. Okay. Okay, anyway. Let's get this floor going. Oh, you gotta be shitting me, dog. I hit the wrong button. Not the wrong button. I thought I was on, I thought I was on the torches. Okay. Should probably put lanterns in here. I was kind of going for a lantern aesthetic for this town, but torches are easy. Womp womp womp. Okay. Oh, also, Minecraft Live was today. I should have been talking about that. Minecraft Live. Definitely excited for the new slime cube. It's not what it's called. Slime cubes are in the game already. The new sulfur cube. I think that there maybe is a better name. Sulfur cube, more like piss cube. Am I right, fellas? Am I right? No, I think the sulfur cubes are pretty cute. I like the idea of like more interesting creatures that do weird things. I think there's gonna be a lot more use to them than it initially seems. Though I honestly wasn't super paying attention to the live stream. I figured I was gonna watch like the Minecraft YouTuber recaps, tonight. Am I right, ladies? Piss cubes. Am I right? Um, am I right, non-binary folks? Piss cubes. Anyway, so so I enjoyed. I like what's coming. I mean, I hear the complaint that is immediately popping up on Reddit that they baited everybody with the warden stuff. I wasn't expecting it. Look, I know people were talking about leaks and stuff. It was very clear from the teasers they were doing that it had nothing to do with the warden, and it wasn't going to do anything with the deep dark. I do think they will eventually add a look. I think people are upset because they feel like this is them saying we're never going to do anything with that stuff, and I don't think that's the case. I think they are going to certainly do stuff, but think of it this way: it's smarter game development on their part to deprioritize just doing a new biome update and instead creating an entirely new project that lets them fully flesh out and explore the idea of this biome and what is and isn't necessary, or what is and isn't important to that portal, and like what they want to do with it, and like share those ideas and get fan feedback on them before they go into a launch cycle of those ideas. So think of the way I'm kind of thinking of Dungeons 2 as is this is where we're going to throw a bunch of darts at the board and see what sticks. This is our chance to justify our like art teams creating a full concept art run for these ideas and like spending a lot of development time on these ideas while also letting our regular Minecraft team not be doing that and do something else and like work on the drops and put more focus on these like smaller, more thought out updates. Because, and as they shared, or they said recently that the whole like update cycle and the updates, like the big massive drops updates idea that was going up. No, I don't want bricks. I don't want this. I want cobblestone. That they were doing for Minecraft previously was like super burning them out. And they like put off way more than they can chew with the Caves and Cliffs update, which felt like the last like major update. I'm pretty sure that was the last major update. And so they've moved towards this more like drops system. And I really don't have much issue with the drops. I would love a large update in the future, and I do think that we will eventually at some point get a large update again. But I wouldn't expect it to be like soon, you know? I would expect that to come more naturally. And that's fine with me. I'm like perfectly happy to wait for the Minecraft developers to think through their ideas and develop something rather than like rushing into giving the Deep Dark something. And am I disappointed? Of course. Like, I would love to see the Deep Dark be fleshed out sooner than later, and I would love to get all of these things that I want, but I recognize I'm not going to, and that I'm not the one making this game, and they are, and they'll know when they feel like something is ready to be pursued more. The main thing I'm thinking on that, with the final thought on the Deep Dark, is that I do think it eventually will have a function. Like, they clearly designed it with the goal of a function, but I don't think they knew what that function was necessarily at the time, or though they probably had an idea what that function was going to be, the reality of what that would turn into has likely changed, or they didn't want to commit to right away. And like I said, Dungeons is a great way for them to pursue those ideas, again, without committing immediately to them. They can spend a little bit more time. Fleshing those ideas out before going into... what am I saying? What am I saying? They can spend more time just like fleshing out the ideas. They can spend more time deciding what exactly they want that portal to be, and also in a way where Dungeons and these side games have been precursors to things that come in the main game, like the Piglins being a big focus of the original Minecraft Legends, and then they got a bit more fleshed out in regular game as well. Or it's like what I would honestly more imagine is they were working on Legends, they were fleshing out the piglins, and they kind of focused on that a bit more in the movie as well. Like these things that are in this side game are probably going to come to the main game eventually. Yeah, I think I like the heavy windows look. I don't know. I saw somebody make a post about it, and now I'm thinking about it and going, wait, I don't know if that's exactly how that went down. But, oh well. Well, what I'm trying to say is that if just because it's in dungeons doesn't mean it's not coming to the main game. Whatever they kind of explore with the Deep Dark in dungeons, I imagine that will, in some capacity, come to the main games. And it might be the case that since here's the fleshed out, finished idea, we can do some more smaller ones for the main game to whatever. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Does any of what I'm saying make any sense? I hope so. But Sulfur is, I'm really hoping that there's like more to that than they revealed in the live. Like I really hope you can use sulfur to make TNT, or gunpowder. It makes sense, and maybe they'll do like a sulfur explosive as opposed to a TNT explosive. But I don't know. I hope that building a creeper farm shouldn't be like a requirement for endgame Minecraft is kind of my mentality. Though I do think that it's fun, and if you want to build one, go for it. I mean, I certainly have built creeper farms to get gunpowder, but it's like, is this really how we want people to be like getting the gunpowder for their elytras? Would we, and like getting the gunpowder for TNT to mine for netherite, that they kind of have to either grind every night killing creepers or build a creeper farm? I don't know. It doesn't feel like the idealist design. And they've kind of leaned towards like, yes, though we want automation to be a thing and we're fine with automation. In fact, we're encouraging it. We also want people to be able to play the game the way they want to and be able to do things in a few different ways. And so I imagine Sulfur will have a crafting recipe where you can like combine it and like charcoal to create. It'll probably be like sulfur, stone, and charcoal. You get gunpowder. I don't remember exactly what all goes into making gunpowder, nor am I gonna say that on my YouTube channel. But not that you anyway. It's like in Mythbusters. You can watch Mythbusters and find out how to make gunpowder. So, but all that to say is, I do think that will be probably added as a Minecraft as a mechanic. Maybe you have to use both the new stones. Because it's what was the other block that they said they added? It's the cinnabar or whatever it was. It was it's like whatever you can usually extract mercury from. I only know that because of playing modded Minecraft, and you could get like quicksilver from the same thing that they called those blocks. And really love seeing new building types, especially new brick types. That's great. Love having more things to mess with. A red stone, like a red brick, is a great addition. We already had netherite, and that was like the only, or netherrack, and that was like the only red brick before, which was fine, but doesn't really. It was very dark, and so it always had a very specific way of blending in with things. And I think taking on Blaine, I was taking on Blaine in my modded Minecraft. No, I haven't gone past Brock in modded Minecraft. Oh, I gotta do that. So the main, I'm wondering if that will have any further use, or there's anything more to that biome's like functionality than we're initially seeing. Love the like sulfur vents. I think that's really fun. Definitely gonna make some builds with that. Would be really fun to build like nope, I don't think I'm gonna say that one. We'll build something where you go into it and you get all loopy. we'll add that. That'll be kind of fun to have as well, and use that as for those builds. I'm sure people will. Yeah. Is the ghast grow up yet? Here he is. You want some snowballs, my man? Here's some snowballs, my boy. Have some snowballs, my man. Have a snowball, boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm pretty sure that just speeds up the rate at which they're going to transition, so at some point soon he should pop. Okay, I like that look a lot. I like that. That's coming together. It's looking good. I don't think this floor really needs windows, so I think I'm going to do something more like just like this. E. Eh. Ah. What that? Oh, yeah, that would do that, wouldn't it? That would do that, wouldn't it? I don't want that. That's not really what I want. Maybe I should, instead of building in, build out. She could have done like stone shelves. The almost vertical half blocks. No, maybe these. What is that doing? What is that doing? What is it adding? What's it adding? I want just like a raised, some rate. Or maybe it's fine as it is. Maybe it's fine as it is. Maybe I don't need to do anything. How does this look? That looks good. I'll do that. Just give it a little spice, a little texture. Yeah, that seems good to me. Oh, he's big. All right. I do like the Happy Gas a lot. I think they're a great addition to the game, especially for building, but also they're so slow. They're just a little too slow. I wish they were just a tad faster. Because they are not really a useful way of traversing. Pickle Bubkiss, get out here. I got a big boy on the way for you, and I need you to jump on real quick. Get up on here, boy. Get up on here, boy. Come on out. Where are you at? Where are you at? Why am I putting slashes in front of everything I said? Where are you at? Where are you at? I'm gonna teleport you. Okay. 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 I'm gonna teleport you, okay? The Among Us. I'm flying over the town in a little boy guy. I'm gonna come out and... Okay. I'm gonna start working on this tower. Hop on. Hop on. Oh. Be careful with that. Hop on. There we go. There we go. And we're flying low. And we're doing. We're going. We're getting real high. We're getting real high. How high can I get? I can just keep going up. I can just go up, and then what are you gonna do about it? I do. Happy Gas Sky build. I need to do that. I do need to do that. How's it going? Why would you do that? Was being up here so bad? Okay. Alright, let's head back down. Let's head back down. So the doing a sky boat would be cool. I wish these guys moved a little quicker. Alright, I gotta figure out how I want the top of this tower to look. Oh, and I got buoys spawning here. Do I have the blocks I want to use? I think I do want to still be using spruce as the main wood type. Let's figure this out. Let's figure this out. I don't want the tower to be that big. I don't think it needs to be like crazy. Get out of here. All I wanted was you. Alright, we're getting close to 2 hours, so I probably am going to wrap up soon here. Hopefully not before I finish this build. Okay. The other part was like, then they wander away and you gotta fly back, and it's like, come on. Not that I'm super complaining. I think, again, I like the Happy Gas concept overarchingly. Okay. So I wanted to go like one more layer out. I think so. I think so. And then I just end up wasting so many rockets. But you know, if they added sulfur, and you can make gunpowder that way, I could save a lot of gunpowder, or make a lot more rockets into fire. Oh, I need more stone. Also, I'm taking you back. You are done babysitting. Not needed for that anymore. All I wanted was you. Okay. Wow, it is. Those sirens are loud. Can you hear that? Probably. Oh yeah, you can definitely hear that. I have the volume turned way down with it. Yeah. I'm hoping to move soon, and when I move, that won't be quite as loud. Yeah. That won't be quite nearly as loud. Okay. Hopefully there will be way fewer sirens. Alright, alright, alright. All I wanted was you. I have a gift for you. What do you do? What are you doing? What are you doing in there? What are you doing in there? You're not even gonna respect the gift I gave you? Rude. I just like that. I like that you're watching the stream, so you. It's taking you so long to hear whatever I'm saying to you, and so you're probably very confused after I did that, and now are hearing what's going on. Hey. I'm not an idiot. I'm a loser. There's a difference to that. I would appreciate you getting that right. Okay. Okay, let's put this here. 2, 3. These look a lot like penises. I'm gonna have to fix that. Hold on. Yeah, it's like, what if you could fly in creative mode, but slow? Yeah, the hard I. Get out of here with that word. We don't use that word around here. We don't use that kind of word around here. There's a character in this town that I use that voice for. And every time I do it, I have to get up close to the microphone like this. I can't talk like that without being up on the microphone talking into it. Oh, my headphone came out of my ear. Okay. I eat the microphone when I do that voice. And then I sound like a normal person. Almost. Volume-wise. Anyway, I should just generally have the microphone closed. I should find a way of positioning the microphone so it's like sitting in front of me rather than next to me. But my desk space is limited. Yeah, I'll do it this way. I'll do it like this. The gas moving when I move is a little disorienting and makes it hard to do it because you turn so fast. It's like bam, and bam. I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm over here. Then that's hard. That's so tricky. Okay. Oh, get out. Okay. And then I'm going to do roof on top of there. And I'm going to do that in oak. Oh, hoist the sails. Raise your gun. Raise your colors high. Evil. Am I going to get copyright strict for that? Did I sing that well enough to get copyright struck for that? That's definitely one of those like TikTok vocal stim type shit that has gotten into my brain. Seeing all the like North Sea videos, yeah, that's really stuck in my brain. I'll come back and make more if I need to. Dude, it's almost day. Back off. There you are. Ow. Ow. Thank you. Why aren't you burning? There we go. Whoa. Why? Why? Oh. But yeah, I'm excited for this new update. I think the new the new slimes are really cute also. And I'm really excited to see what they all can do. I saw someone say, what happens if you feed them TNT? That's a great point. What does happen if you feed them TNT? Would they explode? My guess, I don't know, it feels weird that they'd explode because I feel like they're meant to be like your friends. But also, they're kind of treated like objects that you punch around. Maybe they'll like do more of a like. My thought is they might do a non-destructive explosion, and then that's it. They no longer have a TNT block in them, so you could like kick it over at somebody and it would explode without destroying the terrain. And it would like explode on landing. Would be my guess. Or maybe you do have to activate it like you would regular TNT, and then it like hits a timer and then it'll detonate. Because like it seems the redstone will interact with redstone. I don't know. It's fun. I think that's fun. I like it. I'm interested to see where it goes. The sliding around on ice, it's like great. Now we have like a persistent ball in the world we can use for like hockey in Minecraft, as opposed to a ball that like just using an item which people will pick up if they get near it. Great. A very Minecrafty way of solving a problem that they couldn't figure a solution to, of just like making objects you could put down that are entities. So, fine. I like it. Fine. Good enough. And I think that's something I appreciate the Minecraft team, is that they're always good at they're really good at making things feel like Minecraft. They really know their game and they know what fits into that system in a way that sometimes the fans don't. No offense, Minecraft fans. I feel like sometimes we make suggestions and those suggestions are crazy. And it's like, dude, they're not going to add that into the game. It makes no sense. Like, and there's some things that I'm like, I feel like we should just have this already. Like, I understand why we haven't done backpacks, but also, and yeah, it doesn't quite feel like normal Minecraft, but also, please, let me have a backpack. Let me have a backpack, please. I want to make these stairs, because I'm not really gonna do anything else up here. I'm pretty sure this feels pretty. That's it that's it, Doc. That's all, folks, on this tower. But I just want that to be stairs, and then I think I'm pretty much done, except for I haven't like put anything in the interior. But I'm fine with that for now. I finished the exterior of this. Oh wait, I need stairs first. I think that's all I'm gonna need. I don't think I'm gonna need very many. And I can do this with the ghast. Oh, you know what? There is like one other thing I wanted to do, but that also shouldn't take very long. Go to the next one. There we go. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'll put some stairs here. It'll like kind of cover up the logs. Yeah. Yeah. How's that look? That looks good. I like it. All right. The thing I wanted to add was something like this. See if I can get it. Did I math this well? I did. I did math that well. How's that look? It looks a little off. It looks a little short. How does it look if I do this? How does it look if I do that? It's like one block. It's just like one block too much. That looks okay. That looks okay. All right, I need sticks and more oak, and then I can finish that off, and then I'm done. And then I'm gonna wrap up the stream there. Let me get. I have sticks here. There we go, and more fence. Great. And we'll put this away because I don't think we need any more of these. Put that away. Put that away. We'll put the cobblestone away because I don't need more cobblestone. I'll put the wool away because I don't need more wool. Bones, I don't need those bones. I ain't got a bone to pick with nobody. Put the dirt away. Put the stone away. I don't need all this extra oak. I'm pretty sure I've got everything I need. I'll take some more sticks in case I need it. I'm gonna take those off. Okay. Elytra are getting low, but I got mending on those. That's fine. So when I wish I had creative mode. These fences is when I wish I had creative. Wait, what did I do there? Why is it different? Hello? Oh, my phone just died. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to finish this detailing off stream. I'm getting a little confused with it. But thank you guys for watching. Oh, I see what I did. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for enjoying the stream. And thanks for, just hanging out and being understanding this updates and the way my channel has been going, and the changes I've been making there, just because really helps me out, and it really makes being able to continue doing this content uh, a lot more feasible and a lot more enjoyable. And so I'm excited to go into this year and keep making and keep doing. And I hope you guys are excited to get more AOTCR. Just sorry about the animation. Hopefully one day. Hopefully one day. All right. All right. I'll see y'all. Goodbye.